How is it going, everyone? While a small fraction of the PlayStation Store summer sale was live for PlayStation Plus subscribers, the full sale is going to be going live tomorrow, and in fact, it is live over in Japan. So I've got the list of games along with the discounts that are running, the amount of discounts. As far as, you know, the price points and whatnot, I'm not going to do the direct conversions in this video since you've got the yen and you've got the percentage discounts. Look, I'll go through it entirely as far as each game and the price points and what really sticks out to me. I'll cover the ones that definitely do stand out to me, but let's talk about it. A lot of deals are available. You've got 159 pages of deals, so we're talking thousands and thousands of deals are going to be available as a part of this sale. You've got Stellar Blade 29% off. Would have liked to see that, you know, hit a new low price threshold. I feel like 29% off would put it at, what, $49 and change? Would have liked to see it at $39 and change, but whatever, we can't have nice things. But yeah, it's still an amazing game, and I would highly recommend it. It's excellent. Most of you guys at this point have probably played it. Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be 20% off. I actually saw that GameFly is running a pre-played blowout sale, and they've got Monster Hunter Wilds for $30 physically. Obviously, it would be a pre-played copy, but that's the price point I feel like you should be paying for Monster Hunter Wilds. But it'll be 20% off for a digital copy. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake will be 35% off, which is a fairly sizable discount for that. Gonna be one to check out there. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 will be seeing a 10% off discount. Hey, not a sizable discount for Expedition 33, but that game was easily worth the $50. Hell, that game is so good that some people will say the $50 was underpriced and they could have gotten away with a $60, $70 price. In reality, I think they built a lot of goodwill with that $50 price point, and dropping a $50 game at that level of quality, I think ultimately is going to pay dividends for that studio's future in terms of how they're perceived from the gaming community as a whole. Dropping a Game of the Year contender certainly doesn't hurt either, and in my opinion, that game, at this point, based on the games that have dropped this year so far, I think it should be Game of the Year. $45 is easily worth it. Party Yakuza in Hawaii, 30% off. Silent Hill 2 is 50% off, and I think that's an awesome deal. $35 for the Silent Hill 2 remake. That is going to be one of those deals that I think a lot of people are going to want to pick up, because when Silent Hill 2 came out, that $70 initial price point, while a lot of people love Silent Hill, you know, $70 for that game was just... it's pricey. Any game at $70 is going to be pricey, and you have to be a really high caliber game to justify dropping $70 on it. And I think some people decided, hey, I'm not going to drop $70 on it, but I'll circle back to it when it's on sale. Well, it's going to be on sale 50% off for $35, and I think that's a great price point. Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth both on sale. Forza Horizon 5, the Standard Edition and the Premium Edition will be 25% off. The Deluxe Edition, which honestly, the Deluxe Edition is memes, that's not going to be on sale. If you're buying Forza Horizon 5, you either get the base game or you get the Premium Edition, because you get the Hot Wheels and the Rally expansions if you get that edition of the game. $75 and $45 respectively for the base game. So something to check out there. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, 45% off. Sparking Zero, that's Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, will be 30% off. Would like to see a deeper discount on that, given that, you know, that game has had some post-launch issues and the content rollout for that game hasn't been amazing. I still think it's great, and what that game showcases is that nostalgia does absolutely have a shelf life, but we all should know that, and I still had a great time with it. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remastered, 20% off on that. That's a great deal. Tekken 8, 50% off. Atelier Yumiya's 25% off. Wait for a deeper discount on that. You got Metaphor ReFantazio, 40% off for $42. I mean, I thought that was Game of the Year last year. I think that's one of the greatest Japanese RPGs ever released. And, yeah, I would put it Game of the Year above Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like, that's how highly I thought of that game. I thought that game was incredible. I like it better than every single Persona game. And a lot of that is because of the setting, but I thought narratively that game was incredible. Soundtrack is incredible. Just a stellar game. Dynasty Warriors Origins will be 25% off. Look, I really enjoyed Dynasty Warriors Origins. I think at this point you should wait for a deeper discount. I had a great time with it, but again, I would wait for a deeper discount on that. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, 50% off. I believe that would end up being $34.99. I can't remember if Tsushima Director's Cut came out at $60 or $70, but it had the Iki Island expansion, and yeah, it's Tsushima. Most of you guys have it at this point. Baldur's Gate 3, 20% off on that. That'll be $56. Cyberpunk 2077 will be on sale. It'll be 65% off. Phantom Liberty will be 30% off, which Phantom Liberty at 30% off, I believe, would put it at $22.49. I I'm bringing up Phantom Liberty in particular because Cyberpunk got added to the PS Plus Extra catalog. You got Update 2.3 coming out. Very, very timely for them to put Cyberpunk on sale. So great to see that on sale. I'm sure they'll get some interest on that, especially with that patch dropping, and the red stream is scheduled for tomorrow as well. Gran Turismo 7 is 67% off. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black 35% off. Need that a little bit cheaper. Spider-Man 2 is 43% off, which I don't know exactly what the conversion would work out to. But that's a sizable discount on that. I believe it would knock it down to $40. So, yeah, that's pretty good for Spider-Man 2. I enjoyed Spider-Man 2 quite a lot. Not as much as Spider-Man 2018, but what can you do? Helldivers 2, 20% off. They just noted they still got years of content updates coming to that game, so that's great. Battlefield 2042, 90% off. Balatro, 10% off. You know, not a sizable discount, but what can you do? Dragon Quest 11, which DQ11, by the way, has a way cooler art in Japan for the PlayStation Store than we have stateside, at least in my opinion. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, 40% off. Fate Samurai Remnant, 50% off. The Digital Deluxe will be 50% off as well. I think that game is criminally underrated, but I also do say that game, I feel like, was created for my tastes in particular. Edo Japan setting, anime aesthetic, Musou style gameplay, great soundtrack. I love that game. Like, that game was awesome, and I think, you know, a lot of people missed out, but if your gaming tastes line up with mine and your tastes in, like, entertainment medium line up with mine, you'll probably really enjoy Fate Samurai Remnant. Had a great time with it. Final Fantasy 16, 35% off on that. Indiana Jones is 20% off. Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 are 60% off a pop. Nier Replicant, 60% off. Nier Automata Game of the Yorha Edition is 60% off as well. You got the Resident Evil deals. Resident Evil Village Gold Edition will be 75% off. I believe that knocks it down to $15 and or around that range. Actually, maybe even cheaper than that. But yeah, 75% off on that. You got Resident Evil 4 on sale, 50% off the standard discount for that, $19.99, and the gold edition will be $29.99. Star Wars Outlaws is 50% off. Tales of Arise, 35% off. Monster Hunter World and Rise, both on sale if you don't want to drop the bread on Monster Hunter Wilds, which I can totally understand. Alan Wake 2, 60% off on Alan Wake 2. I feel like whatever price that ends up being, $70, 60% off on that, I believe would knock it down to what? $27.99. I mean, I'm doing some second grade math here, currency conversion. I believe it would be $27.99, somewhere around there, but that's a really good deal for Alan Wake 2. You don't get the DLC, which is a bit of a bummer, but yeah, still a good deal. Actually, Alan Wake 2, I believe, was $60, so 60% off would knock it down to $24. I was using a $70 price point for Alan Wake 2, but no, $24 for Alan Wake 2? That's a pretty spicy deal. Definitely one I would recommend. I mean, I wasn't even that crazy about Alan Wake 2, but I know everybody loved it, so I was kind of on the other side of not liking that game as much as everybody else. Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reload. I love Danganronpa. 60% off on that. If you have a PC or a Nintendo Switch, y'all gotta play 100 Line. 100 Line might actually be my second favorite game of this year behind Expedition 33. I think that game is that good. Yeah, but it's unfortunately not on PS5, hopefully at some point. Dying Light 2, 67% off on that. Judgment is on sale, called Judge Eyes in Japan, which I like the name Judge Eyes a lot better than Judgment's a good name. Judge Eyes, I just think sounds badass. Inscription, 60% off. Humanity, 50% off. You got the other Like a Dragon games on sale. Guardians of the Galaxy, 85% off, which I believe would be $8.99 on that, which is a stellar deal. Spider-Man Game of the Year Edition, 50% off. That's the PS4 edition. Red Dead 1, 40% off. Resident Evil 2, Remnant 2, Red Dead 2. A lot of the deals you would expect. Scarlet Nexus, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and Jedi Survivor. Star Ocean, The Divine Force. Stray is on sale. Subnautica Below Zero. The Tales of games are on sale. Aiden Chronicle, Dredge, Destiny. For whatever reason you want to pick that up. Code Vein, 73% off. And to be fair, Edge of Fate, I know, did just drop. For Destiny, Ghostwire Tokyo, Forspoken, Kingdom Hearts games, No Man's Sky, 60% off. Neon White, Nine Souls, 35% off for Nine Souls seems actually pretty decent, so that's a good pickup as well. But a lot of deals to be had with the summer sale. The full sale will be live tomorrow, so we'll give you guys the full rundown. Going off the Japan listing is a little bit difficult, but wanted to make note of that. If you want to go through it yourself, I'll leave a link in the description box below, and you can have a gander as far as what games will be on sale, and I believe there will be direct parity as far as what's on sale over here stateside. The prices might be a little bit different, so keep that in mind. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.